up, though? And welcome to the Boss Up, Ball Out podcast, your trusted source for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Let me bring in my co-host before we get into how the show works. Y'all know who it is, man. It's the usual cast, man. First up, our defensive line coach. It's the Wolverine, our record of the day, baby. It's Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, my man?
Hey, what's up, man? How y'all doing today?
Man, and y'all know who it is, man. If you on Instagram, it's famous. It's Thursdays inventor himself, my man, LL Cool Torrance. What's going on, my guy?
What's y'all? Good morning.
Man, the Boss Up Ball Out family is in the building. Okay, if you're new to the channel, this is how the show works. We look at Lions news, headlines, or takes. If we agree, we say they bossed up. If we disagree, we say it's balled on. So, and we give our take on why we agree or disagree with what was said or the take or the news or whatever it is. So, it's easy enough, right? Let's get into today's topics. First up, we got PFF ranks the Lions secondary 11th in their preseason rankings. ESPN ranks the Lions roster under 25 second in the NFL. And the Detroit Lions will have the number one, numero uno offense in the NFL in 2024. But first off, I'm going to kick it to my man, LL Cool Torrance, and he's going to go over those rankings by PFF.
Yeah, man, for today, we're going to talk about, at least I'm going to talk about the PFF rankings. And, they ranked the Detroit Lions secondary number 11th overall. I thought that was a bit of an aberration there. I thought that was very ambitious. But, let's take a look at all sides of it, or a couple sides of it, I should say. So starting out, of course, we spoke about it a few times last week when Kurt had asked about having a top 10 overall defense. And the reason why, we all pretty much agreed that it may not happen that way is because of the secondary, because they will be coming from so far from the back to try to get to the front. But they have, PFF ranks our secondary number 11. One of the reasons why is our additions in free agency. We signed Carlton Davis and Amik Robertson, if I'm saying it right. Those two guys are expecting to come in and get playing time immediately, rather that be Amik Robertson either playing or starting at outside corner or on the nickel, as we've been hearing just so far, in the pajama practices, as they call them. And of course, Carlton Davis being what I guess a true CB1, as they want to call it, or I wouldn't call him a lockdown or anything like that, but he's much better than what we had last year in Cam Sutton or our friend Jerry Jacobs. The second point up there, or the second thing, is we added through the draft, and sticking with PFF's rankings, they ranked Terrion Arnold the third best cornerback, 14th best overall prospect, and they ranked Ennis Rakestraw. Ennis Rakestraw was the 46th ranked prospect. I don't remember exactly what. I think he was like the 7th ranked cornerback. So those are some additions in the draft, and then of course the additions by subtraction. We did not offer a contract to Jerry Jacobs, and Coach Mike Jones's favorite Lion, coach, that old Willie. He I guess the pictures didn't work this time, and they told him to hit the dough, or they told him don't let the dough knob hit you. Well, the good Lord done split you. But so those are the reasons why, again, just some additions in free agency, additions through the draft, and additions through subtraction. So what do you guys think? Is this the take on PFF's secondary ranking for us being 11th? How do y'all feel about that?
All right. So I'm gonna kick it first. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that this is a balled on take. Now, you say, why you being negative, Kurt? Kurt is not being negative. I just need to see it first on the field. You have a lot of new pieces, like you said, LL. You got additions from free agency, and then Carlton Davis was a trade. He wasn't a free agent. They got trade. They traded for him from the Bucks.
My apologies.
Yeah, but you look at what we have is a lot of turnover in that secondary, especially at the cornerback. It's pretty much a whole new cornerback room. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, I gotta see it on the field first. Not saying that I don't believe in the guys. I just want to make sure I see it on the field first. I believe that we're gonna have a better secondary this year, but looking at what we have, we got some good pieces. I just want to see it on the field before I get all rah about the Lions secondary. All right, Coach Jones, you are defensive coach. What you got? Up or
I'm on the same bandwagon with you, Kurt. It's not that I don't believe it, it's just that I need to see it. So I don't know how you do LL, the reverse boss up, how you but, and like I said, it's not knocking the guys. I think we have perfect acquisitions through the free agency, through trades, through the draft. I just have to see it play out first because it takes time for a secondary to be together and develop that chemistry. And I don't know how fast to develop that chemistry. So, but they do have very much high expectations. I just gotta see it.
All right. So what you got, LL? Because this is your thing. Right. Is it bossed up or balled on for you?
Yeah, I'm this the reverse boss up on this one. This balled on. I don't believe that. Well, again, just to echo what y'all say, I'll have to see it first. But no, I don't think they're gonna make it that far. Or maybe they could make it real close, because a lot of times the separations be literally be a few yards. So maybe they turn it around, maybe improve by 8 or 9 yards. They might can jump 8 or 9 places. So
Yes, hell, I'll take 15. Better than what we had last year. All right. All right. Next, first of all, thank you for tuning in. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, become a part of the Boss Up family. And a shout out to my people over at the Do Crew who come on check us out. That's over the Lions Talk Live crew. They always in the comments, man. They becoming a part of the Boss Up family. But you all know we got to get to our next topic. And it is the Lions. ESPN has the Lions roster under 25 ranked second in the NFL. Now let's look at some of these guys, these big names that are under 25 on the Lions coming in at age 24. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Aiden Hutchinson, Josh Pascal, and Captain Jack himself, Jack Campbell. At 23, we have my man, y'all know I said country, Penei Sewell is in the building. My man, Sam Laporta, and who I think going to have a great season this year, my man, Jamison Jamo is going to be in the building. He's number 23. He's 23 as years of age as well. And look at these guys as real young. At 22, we have Jahmyr Gibbs. We have Brian Branch, and projected starter Terrion Arnold is only 21 years of age. Now, as for me, if I look at this tape, right, one of the things, right, I'm looking at this, I'm like, second? Well, hell, who the hell is first? All right, so so first is the Houston Texans, and they're talking about Tank Dell, and one of the biggest reasons why that ESPN ranked these guys as the top in the number one spot is because they have the reigning and defending defensive rookie of the year and offensive rookie on the year is on the same team with CJ Stroud and Will Anderson Jr. So that's why those guys have the number one spot. To be honest with you, I'm looking at the Lions, right? Let's look at this again. I mean, you got a whole gang of starters, right? I mean, look at these guys, right? All of these guys are starters or key contributors on the team. And you look at St. Brown is the man. Hutch is the man. Captain Jack, is projected to have a really good year and be a starter this year. We all know the role that Penei Sewell plays on the offense and just on the team in general. And then you look at Laporta, record-setting tight end, Jamison Williams projected to have a really big season. He's finally I think he's gonna reach his potential this year. Jahmyr Gibbs is arguably one of the best backs in the league. I think he was the best back that was in from the last year's draft class. Brian Branch was one of the most impactful defensive backs in the league. And Terrion Arnold, man, that dude, I just don't think he's going to be denied. I just think he's going to have that Brian Branch type of effect on the defense where you just can't keep that guy off the field. I just think that he's going to be one of those guys that's going to be on the field. So as them being number 2, I'm going to say that take is balled on. I think they're number 1. And I'm just and I ain't just being a homer. You look at all these guys. Look at these guys. They're all either starters or key contributors to the offense. I'm going to say ESPN got it wrong. I think the Lions have the number 1 roster under 25 years of age. All right. What you got, Coach Jones? Bossed up or balled on that the Lions shit is with the ranking of the number 2 by ESPN about the roster under 25.
Man, that's balled on, man. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm not just being I'm a hometown dude. I'm obviously a Lions fan. It's not none of that. It's the fact that Houston's roster is top heavy. With CJ Stroud, Will Anderson, and then Tank Dell. And then then there might be one more. And then who you got, you know what I'm saying? It's like a big fall off from the top of their young guys to the bottom of the young guys. But you look at ours, there's 9 guys right now that are gonna start, maybe even 10. So I don't think that team is starting 10 guys or 9 guys that are 25 and under. So that's why I say it's a ball don't take. It's not me being a Lions fan, even though I love the Lions. It's facts, man. You can't have 9 starters under 25 and then nah, man, come on now. They ain't got that.
All right, my man L Cool Jones bossed up or balled on ESPN ranking the Lions second with the players under 25.
I'm gonna complete the trifecta. This is a balled on take for everything that you guys just said, and I also like I do like Houston though. Like I'm not mad at them. Like this ain't a great big old balled on take, but no, this is balled on nonetheless. But that was an excellent point that Coach Mike just brought up. Of the roles that our young guys have as opposed to other roles or to the roles that the young guys have on the other team. So, and one thing that stuck out to me on that list, Panay has already been here long enough to get his first big contract. He's only 23. That's wild to me. I know St. Brown's only a year older and all that stuff like that, but I feel like that's like he came in young, of course, but he's still very, very young, which means that, hopefully he'll be here for as long as he feels like playing.
And one other thing, let's look at this again. All right, let's look at it. I'm gonna put it up again one more time. Let's look at it. All right. So St. Brown, Penei Sewell, and Sam Laporta were all pro last season. God damn it. You can't tell me that ain't better than ain't nobody got that. Ain't nobody got that for 25 and under. No. 3 of them.
Yeah, no.
They ain't got that in Houston, man. You got what? That is balled on like a bug.
This sound like my dad. My dad done jumped bandwagons. He ain't a Cowboy fan no more. He on Houston, Texas. He like, I live outside of Houston. I'm like, oh yeah. I'm putting you on blast, Mr. Jones.
Man, look, the Cowboys ain't America's. They ain't even Texas team. They can't be America's team. All right, the last topic for the day, my man, Coach Jones, bring it home. What you got?
Yeah, man. So I think the Lions will have the number 1 offense in the NFL. Not one of the best. I think it will be the number 1 offense in the NFL, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, the Ben Johnson effect, man. When you get coaches that have the type of success that Ben Johnson has had, usually they're gone, right? Usually they're on another team. He probably would have went to another team after the 2022 season, but he stayed around, and he stayed around. His system is developing his system, not somebody trying to implement his system because he didn't left, but it's his system. So not only is he implementing it, he's perfecting it as they go. So that Ben Johnson effect right there, man. I think that's the key, the glue that holds it all together is that mind is not just you taking a piece, but it's there and it's expanding. And he's gonna get JMO to work this year, man. So I'm excited to see that going on. And then the year 2 leap. Cause y'all gotta remember, Sam Laporta and Jahmyr Gibbs were rookies. Okay, they didn't even have a full off season of work to put in. Like when you rookie, you don't even really get an off season to work. You going through training camp and rookie camp and performing at the combine and all that. So now you got a real off season to get your body ready to study the playbook, to get your mind focused on the game. You got your schedule down. You lifting weights with the team. You with the strength and conditioning trainers. This year 2 is going to be nasty. I'm telling you, it's going to be nasty. And Ben Johnson figuring out how he can put Jahmyr Gibbs in the passing game. Because when he first came, he didn't really know how to use Jahmyr Gibbs like that. I mean, he knew a little bit, but now he know. You know what I'm saying? He knows. So that's, man. And then last but not least, because you know I love the Hog Dogs, man, we swapped out Jonah Jackson, who is a pretty good offensive guard. We ain't better than Kevin Zeitler. You know what I'm saying? Because the Pro Bowl let you know he's not better than Kevin Zeitler. So we went and got the Baltimore Ravens guard. So sorry for you, Lamar Jackson. You're going to have to be a little bit more wary of that interior and like that. But yeah, we went and got a Pro Bowl guard. Now you got 3 Pro Bowl offensive linemen added to the already dominant offensive line that we had. When you add all that together, man, that equals the top. The tippity top, like this, we peaking. What y'all got to say, man?
All right, LL, you up first this time. The Lions will have the number 1 ranked offense in the NFL in 2024. Is that bossed up or balled on?
Man, why not, dog? Come on. Now I'm gonna say this is a bossed up take, and that just for that, mainly for that reason that you said that we got some guys that was, one of them being an all-pro, one of them probably should have been an all-pro. But this is their second year, and they've been in it for one whole year this time around. I like how the organization speaks of it almost like college courses. Like they this is year 4 of it, so it's not the intro courses. I want to say like they were saying like offense 401 type thing. So this is the 4th year that a lot of these guys has had the opportunity of being there. We guys like y'all's friend Jared Goff, he should know where everybody's going to be at. Even though we do have players taking new roles, but just the understanding of the offense is going to be a lot different for some of our key guys. And so I'm going with that one, number 1, all the way.
All right, for me, I'm gonna give it a boss up as well. If you look at the Lions offense, they've been top 5 the last few years. You look at it, right? So for me, I agree with that. They can be at the top, in the top realm of the offenses this year, the top of the top. And the reason why is what LL just said. Jared Goff, right? You look at Jared Goff, he's in command of this offense. He didn't have that type of role out in LA. Sean McVay was calling out coverages in his helmet before the snap of the ball. There's several defensive players that played out in the NFC West that were saying that Sean McVay was in his ear to the very last second, and he did not have control of that offense for LA. But Ben Johnson trusts Jared Goff, and he made him the captain of that offense. And he is the quintessential leader. He knows where people are. He's played a lot better here in Detroit than he did. I believe he's entering his prime. A lot of quarterbacks, especially pocket passers, they start entering their prime at 28, 29, 30 years old. That's when they're probably the most intelligent. They've been around the game the longest, and they know how to manipulate defenses, coverages. They're just more cerebral at that age. And that's why CJ Stroud is so scary to me. But getting back to Jared Goff, I mean, you look at him, right? He's in total command of what we have on the offensive side of the ball. Just look at the touchdown last year by what's my man? The running back out there when we played the Chargers, right? It was a audible.
Montgomery.
David Montgomery. That wasn't even a play. Jared Goff checked to a play that they ran and scored a touchdown. You look at that, you have to have complete autonomy as a quarterback in the offense once you get to a certain part. And I think that's what Jared Goff has, that they trust him with the offense. And that's why they gave him the big money contract. I think he earned that. And that's one of the reasons why I say that's going to be a boss up take for me. Let me do it again. Boss up take for me. All right, my man. All right, the Wolverine Lion, what you got? This is your take, man. Are you? I know you already think this is bossed up, man. Come on, bro. Give me your.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a boss up take right there, man. Ain't no doubt about it. So
yeah, definitely. All right, everybody. That's our topics for today, man. Do us a favor, like the video, share the video, follow us on your favorite social media platforms, man. You look, they right here on the screen, man. You can follow us on Twitter or X, or if you call it, I still call it Twitter. Instagram, Facebook, and if you can go to our websites, man. They're right under our names. You know what I'm saying? Go over there. This show will be, the link will be right there on the page. You can watch it right there on kurtsteele.com. I put the YouTube link right there on the homepage, so you can watch the show right over there. And you can go over to Spotify, put in Boss Up Ball Out podcast if you just want to listen to it on audio. You know what I'm saying? You working out at the gym and you want to just put it in your headphones, man. You can download the episode right there and listen right there on Spotify.com. And they even got a new video feature where you can watch the video even on Spotify. So go check that thing out, man. We like Visa, baby. We everywhere you want to be. All right, man. Time for parting shots for today's show. LL, you up first. What you got, my man?
Real short, real sweet. Happy Monday, y'all.
All right. And the Wolverine Lion, man. Goes Mike Jones. What you got today, brother?
Man, I'm fully rusted up. I'm coming off a 4-day weekend. I don't even really want to go back to work, but I'm about to go. I'm about to go to work, man. As soon as I get off of here, man, and everybody, man, just say what's up to the people at your job when you go to work, man. Come with a smile on your face. A lot of us have some time off. Go back to work, refreshed and revitalized with a new you. You know what I mean? Have a happy Monday.
All right, and for me, man, thank you for starting your week off with us right here at the Boss Up Ball Out podcast, man. We'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow with a live show, and then on Wednesday, the crew will be back together for another recorded episode of the Boss Up Ball Out podcast. Thank you for joining us, man. And you know what you got to do for your boy Kurt Steele. Whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my man, Coach Mike Jones, and my man, LL Cool Torrance, this is Kurt Steele, and we will holla at you real soon.